Welcome to the checkpoint. This is not the show where they bring you reality check on Tinder where they happen inside we country salon. And inside today's show, we dey continue for look at the SLFA election, the election process itself, and the thing that really happen inside the election. As you see, lot of controversy and sonko between members, the committee, the organize the election, the appeals committee and the FA staff them as well. So stay with me as I bring you the very best and more information on waiting they go on. Me now Magdalene will bring the show to you. Please share this page and make sure you share them to your friends and around other groups then. As I'll take a short break and come back. As I tell you, inside today's show, I'll bring to you lots of things that already happen inside the SLFA Football Association election. As well, it will be peaceful election, free and fair, but it's like we get lots of wahala and repeat of waiting be happen inside 2013. We'll be see Madam Aisha been take up power and take up office where obviously lots of other issues there with regards banning, disqualification and all. And similar things themselves don't begin happen inside this other election, which will take place on the 27th and the 28th of February in Makeni. Well, yesterday we see the decision we been come out, usai them been get for disqualify five people from the nomination process where they say their nomination not be go through because of one, they use invalid members that will be nominate them, and two, there are other issues where surround them. As they also the quote one article in the constitution when 25.3 we give them the power for the one person nominate person. Well, we go look into all of this inside the show. If you have one for be part of you can be part, as I will show you the number now the screen where you go have you say just if you want to be part. And let me start with the decision first where the FA be take. Let I just share me screen with you. The decision where the FA been get for take with regards the appeals committee be get for take with regards the election itself, the one that we begin for go for nomination. Remember, say they be go for nomination, Mohamed Kalon and Kasho, including the other people, where they be disqualify them on the basis that they get some lapses in the documentation and all. So them people have been going appeal. So when they go appeal, they lost the appeal as well on the same basis. And you get three people in this appeals committee, including the chairman, when Akoto Kamara, and then people there be get for vote. At the end of the day, you get two will be disagree, and Kotorina, the chairman, be get for agree with the decision for it be get for agree with the appeal. But in a vote in such system, if you get two as against one, then automatically you don't lose. So that's not in be happen. But let us just share my screen with una quickly and let una see exactly waiting I dey try for talk about, as the process itself get a lot of controversy and a lot of people don't they call on the one that we concerned about the election for make sure say they do the right thing, but everybody gets in your way how they think about something. So this now the issue will be happen yesterday. This is not the decision. All right, I just get to the SLFA Electoral Appeals Committee would like to inform the general public that after several deliberations, it has successfully come to the end of hearings on the above mentioned appeals matter and has therefore made the following detractions. One, the committee holds that the Western Area Urban Football Association is not a valid member of the Sierra Leone Football Association as at the close of nomination at 5 p.m. of the 8th January 2021. 2, that Mighty Blackpool Football Club is not a valid member of Sierra Leone Football Association as at the close of nomination at 5 p.m. of the 8th January 2021. That the Electoral Committee should not accept the nomination of the Association of Football Veterans relating to Mohamed Kallon. That the Electoral Committee should not accept the nomination of the Western Area District Football Association in relation to Kasho J. Olan Cole. That the Western Area Urban District Football Association is hereby fined the sum of 1 million leones for bringing the nomination process into disrepute. That the Mighty Blackpool is hereby fined the sum of 1 million leones for bringing the nomination process into disrepute. That the SLFA Secretariat publish the list of regularized members not later than 11 a.m. of the 30th January 2021. That the following Secretariat staff, Alusain Iyakaba and Mohammed Bowen Freeman, are hereby restricted from participating in any electoral related activities. That's not the decision where the appeals committee will come out with after the decision, after whether we don't do the hearing for the one that will be appealed. Now into this decision, we look at them proper. For number 1, they say one easy way they disqualify Mohamed Kallon because the Western Area Urban not been member as at the time of the closing of the nomination when I be the 8th, meaning they not be regularized their status. It's like when you join club, then this club every year they ask you for subscription, and the subscription when you not pay them automatically, you not a member for that year day. So Western Area Urban not being, according to them, not being regularized their status. The same thing for Mighty Blackpool, but we go come to all that as Mighty Blackpool don't release receipts of payments where they've been due. But according to the Secretary General of the FA in one or two groups, so they now that even though they pay the money, there were documentation process where they fail for complete, we make Mighty Blackpool not be member as at that time. People are surprised because Blackpool now the oldest club in Salone for them not be member of the FA. But like I tell you, even as a Sierra Leonean, if your passport expire, you get for go renew your passport. You get for renew your national ID card. So in the process of regularizing your status, even as a large member, if you know pay you delegate fee or you know regularize your status with SLAJ, your membership contribution, you know will be accepted in any election process. It happen with every organization. So this now waiting then say be happen, but we will look at all this as we move on. So the other part of it now that we see they say the nomination of Western Area well enough to accept them for Kasho. Well, I don't get much knowledge on that. Maybe because Kasho they reside on that particular side or whatever. Because the same thing happens Kallon for the veterans, as himself not part of them. They part of that association there. But with regards to the other side there, we see the FSF they begin for nail them in this decision, where we see 2 of the secretariat staff will be involved in 1 or 2 issues, then being get for restrict them. They not for ever participate or take any action within this SLFA election. They don't ban them. And we see them, the level fine against Blackpool and the Western Area Urban. So this now the basis where I don't explain to you. The reason why they say them people are not be regularized their status. Now, let's just bring to you some of the receipts them. Okay, this now the voting pattern, the way how they take the decision. You they see the names then you get Koto Kamara, you get Babatunde D. Alprat, and you get Ishmael S. Tarawali, where now then they na this committee. Lazana Koto Kamara na the chairman. The vice chairman for this committee na Ishmael Tarawali, then you get Babatunde D. Alprat. So within this committee, you get 2 lawyers, Koto and Babatunde. Then you get Ishmael S. Tarawali. Then 3 people here always don't by this appeal. now then take the decision as well. They take a decision based on agree and disagree. So within this decision where they take, you get some people they agree, some people they disagree. So like for one, you get somebody will say, well, he agree. The other one, the two they say no. Like Kotobi get for agree in the decision of Mohamed Kalon and Casio, but disagree. So now to the issue itself on regularizing your status. The process for the nomination have been on the 8th of February. Mighty Blackpool release a receipt where they say them pay the membership fees or whatever on the 7th of January 2021. And this money then pay them, the secretariat accept say yes, they receive the money. But waiting then they argue now that Blackpool not complete the nomination process. They not complete them at all. So not regularize for like regularize the status, they not complete that session day, that process day. Then pay the money where we get for go na the account of the FA. This na the bank receipt of the money where them pay. And the money where them pay now 1 million leones. But when it comes to the other process, they're not been completed. So now they be get fault. We make this nomination for Kalon be get for be invalid because they not regularize the status. Now the argument Usai Kalon then gets now one part na the constitution where they talk about Article 53. Article 25(3). So this Article 25(3), they talk about the process order for nominate you. And I go read them. The election for the position within the executive committee shall take place by position. At least one position shall be reserved for a female candidate. Every candidate in election for the position within the executive committee shall be proposed by at least one member. Each member shall support one candidate for each given position only. If a member supports more than one candidate, none of its expressions of support shall be considered valid. So in this way, why Kalon be asked for a second chance in the nomination process, why appeal or casual appeal? Now because them believe say this and the constitution give them the power for let one person nominate them instead of two. Because all the other candidates, Aisha Johansson getting nomination from Eastern Region, second by Club FC Johansson. You get Rodney Michael Wesef getting nomination. Where you know Junior Navo there, or Junior Navo get nomination from Eastern Tiger, and that's seconded by in Club winner Eastern Lions. So, but in the argument of Kalona that because of this particular sign of the constitution, it give them the mandate or the power for let one person nominate them. So that's not the arguments where they all. And to be honest, the members where they disqualify don't threaten court actions. Casio and like say they will take the matter forward. So these are some of the things that will happen. Now let we come to the list of regularized members of Sierra Leone Football Association. The one that way the FA don't release as the regularized members. But before that, first, I want to read to you this. The list of regularized members, the Sierra Leone Football Association, in compliance with the SLFA Electoral Appeals Committee directives, hereby publishes the list attached showing the regularized members of the Sierra Leone Football Association as at 5 p.m. on Friday, the 8th January 2021, which was the deadline date for the nomination submission of the 2021 SLFA electoral process. 25 out of the 38 direct members of SLFA have fully complied with their statutory obligation to regularize their status as shown in the list below. SLFA would like to urge the remaining 9 members to kindly ensure the fulfillment of the said requirement not later than 5 p.m. on Friday, the 5th of February 2021, which will validate their status as only valid members of the FA are eligible to vote during the elections. So due to this now, the process for regularization be don't end on the 8th, but they don't extend it now to the 5th for the 9 clubs them or the 9 members them where no regularize the status data. I go name them for you according to the FA. Now you see the list: regularized, incomplete, no show. According to this list that I can read for you, the one they will regularize. Number 1, Eastern Region Football Association. Under Eastern Region, they get Kailaun, Kenema, and Kono. They don't regularize their status. Winner, yes. Retired Football Heroes, their status na yes, irregularized. Central Parade FC, FC Joansi, Moyamba, District FA, FC Kalon, Old Edwardian Football Club, Eastern Lions FC, Bo Rangers Football Club, National Referee Association, National Coaches Association, Cambo Eagle FC, Eastern Tigers, Bo District FA, they're all status don't regularize. That's why I get right for nominate and vote na the process. But when it comes to Western Area Urban, they say incomplete, which means according to them, the FA appeals committee or whatever, or the FA itself, they were not complete them process it. It might be with documentation, it might be with payment or whatever. But Western Area Urban, we get for do with free tour and all, they not complete the regularization process. So they're not to regularize members. As of now, they're not to member. They're not valid for take part in the process. Then Western Area Rural FA, yes, they don't regularize. Bond District, Port Authority Football Club, Port Local District, Pujon District, Southern Region FA, they don't complete the regularization process. Then get right for participate in the process. Then Bombali District FA, they not complete them process it. That now Bombali, they not complete them process it. Then are incomplete. So then self no regularize. You get Tonkolili District FA, where they don't complete them process. So they regularize for participating in the process. Koinaduru District FA, they not regularize it. So they self not valid, not invalid members. They're not valid for take part in the process. Anti-Drugs FC don't regularize. They get right for nominate, they get right for vote and participate in the election process. Then you come to Karina District, this is not new district in the FA, but they don't regularize their status. Falaba District FA, they not complete them processes, they not get right for participate until they do that, then complete them. Northwest FA don't do them, they don't regularize their status. Then when you come now to Cambia District, Northern Region FA, Diamond Stars FC, Kailaun District FA, Kenema District FA, Mighty Blackpool FC, they're all incomplete. They not do them process it. Remember, you get the membership different. You get regional FA. When you come to the Eastern Region FA, they don't complete. But when you go to the District FA, you find out say Kailaun and Kenema District, they not complete them process it. They not regularize. So they are invalid. At this point, they are not members until they regularize their status. So they're not get right for participate. Then if you look at ARSLAF, a whole ARSLAF, not show up. They not pay, neither complete the documentation. FCFC, when a Freetown City Football Club, they not pay the membership status fee, and also they not complete any document, so they're not sure. You look at Western Area Rural, well, then don't show up and then don't done the process, so then qualify for participating in the elections of the FA. And Connaught District FA, no show, neither them pay, and also they not complete any documentation. So this now how the process they go for the SLFA elections. The 9 people away as of now, they not complete any process for make them become valid member. You get Western Area Urban when are the problem day. you know, and you get Bombali district, you get Koinadugu district, no, you get Falaba district, Cambia district, Northern region, Diamond Star FC, Kalaun district, Kenema district, Mighty Blackpool FC, Al-Slav, FCC, and Kono district. These are the 9 members where their status not regularized and they not get any valid reason for participate in the election until they do that, and they don't extend them for them to the 5th of February. So February 5th, if by that time them people are not complete the regularization process, then that therefore take them out of the elections because they're not going to vote as well, as I've already noticed earlier. So these are some of the things where they happen, but like I will continue for share my screen to you. Be come out, waiting we get for talk where in things say still na something we get for do with just that they don't want it take part in the process so that they carry with all the issues them here. But waiting I just read to you now an official document from the FA where they released yesterday, they released today for ensure say then show up the members that will regularize and qualify for participating in the elections. So I will just bring to you waiting Mohamed Kalon be get for say in a video where they all around the social media. I know you don't see them, but I just play them for refresh your memory.
Hi everyone. Just a quick update on the electoral process. When a member will be advised the electoral committee chairman, Mr. Coker, say it get for be guided by the Constitution plus the Slafa Code of Ethics. It gets all the guidelines then they follow able to make the right decisions. At the end, it not get nothing for come out with. Now for say Mohamed Kalon in own club when FC Kalon no nominator. Then plus the Western Urban way supposed to nominate me no regularize their status. That's fine. But it failed for use the Constitution on Article 25(3) say now only one member, at least one member can able for nominate a candidate. But it fooled the public, it misinformed the public, it not come up with that article there because it don't want to guide the process. So let's go straight to the point now. Now we say the press release will come out today. It's unfortunate for CCA the press release come out and under the letterhead of the Sierra Leone Football Association signed by Chris Kamara and Aisha Johansson. So if the electoral committee now then they lead the electoral process, why make we for still they see secretarial staff they involved? Okay, so let's go to number 3. Very important. Say that the electoral committee should not accept the nomination of the Association of Football Veterans relating to Mohamed Kalon. That means they say the retired heroes when a veteran not for nominate Mohamed Kalon without no reason. And then 3 of the committee APC committee members, 2 disagree, and the chairman in agree. Can you imagine? No? The chairman will for make the biggest decision. In say in agree, and the vice and the other guy, when Mr. Pratt, when Aisha Johansson, a lawyer, because I remember vividly the last time where Aisha slapped me, while going to police station, that lawyer, that Mr. Pratt, day, now Ingo represent Aisha, now the OSD police force. So today, the day will go for the appeal. Now I see in front of me. Enable look inside my eye. Can you imagine? Where people, where at the end of the day, for they come up and make better decisions for we future, for we picking them tomorrow, we grand picking them tomorrow, and they come and destroy the process. Now one go to ask why make some of a boy go before, but these are the little questions that you get for ask yourself. But if they ignore the entire way they happen, then tomorrow when Mohamed Kalon will take a stand, they say Mohamed Kalon no play football because FC Kalon no give for play. But now you see the clear advantage of Mohamed Kalon. Before you say now 2 people that will nominate 1 candidate. We get to the Constitution, say on Article 25, say at least only one member, one valid member, now for nominate a candidate. Then all of a sudden, we get Heroes and Western Urban, and then they nominate me. So now they say Western Urban no validate the status. Okay, let's take Western Urban out. Now they bring Heroes come up, let Heroes nominate me. Now the chairman of the committee say, no, Heroes not for nominate me. But why? Okay, let's say if Heroes don't nominate me safe, right? If then think say Heroes not meet the requirement. But then forget say the same Heroes, then they nominate Brahma Mazola and John Disa for ESCO. Brahma Mazola for Vice President 1, for President 1, VP 1, and John Disa for ESCO member. So why them valid? They're able for nominate them and able for nominate Mohamed Kallon. Okay, let's see. In this case, they're able for nominate Mohamed Kallon. Why the committee, the appeals committee, not give me another option for bring somebody else for can nominate me? Why did they disqualify me? Why they keep disqualifying me? I mean, understand. We're not even reaching the process so that for disqualify me. This is a nomination. If you bring somebody, a member not validate in status, then now bring other one. So why they come up with press release and say you disqualify Mohamed Kallon? Okay, this is not for the viewers them, we fans them out there, people who they follow Salone football. This is not waiting to happen. Because at the end of the day now, when we take we own step, then everybody go come back and say Mohamed Kallon and play football. But within Aisha Johnson and the lead executive they do right now, nobody not come up and saying a bad thing that they do. Because this is real witch hunt. Because there's no way you can disqualify me for someone not nominate me. Then if this person not valid, give me another chance now bring somebody else until I bring somebody who you accept. But why they say Heroes not for nominate me? With the Heroes veterans that nominate Brahma Mazola and John Disa. These are my questions for now.
If the FA say qualify, or the first person we nominate are not qualified, and for getting second chance, and he made mentions of certain points. One, he talk about the letterhead will come out from the appeals committee, say the letter for be different in terms of letterhead and all, where you get the name of Aisha and Chris Kamarade. But according to the FA Secretariat, now the letterhead where they use. So in terms of whether appeals committee, election committee, now the same letterhead that they use for everything. So when you look at that, Kallon, they say no enough will happen. So the process will be different because them people had a mandate to end, they're not for the part of any letter or whatever. He also made mention of the one of the lawyers in the appeals committee, when Babatunde Pratt, where according to him, he said Aisha and lawyer. He say Aisha and lawyer are part of the committee, the appeals committee, and he be so shocked for CM Day. But my question is, why not be always point from the day? Not be always of this issue from the day we go for the hearing. Like, I'm not participating in this because this man is so close to Aisha. But you go through the hearing, because if you're not satisfied with certain process, you get to pick them up from that very moment. But you go through the hearing. The moment you see the man there, and you know, say this person close to one of the candidates where they contest for the same position where they go for in Aisha, as you say, a lawyer, from that moment, you further take up a decision, whereas you not for be participate at all. If you don't call for another issue, but that's that. We don't pass that point in now. And he raise up another issue of giving him second chance when I in the call for, but the FA no give him that at all. The committee, the appeals committee no accept that. One person accept, but two say no. Because if you say the process, the people that were nominated at first, or the one person invalid because of status when no regularized or whatever, maybe another person gets chance. And also they quote this article 25 where I just read out, where they talk about giving one person the power for nominate somebody. But we not to lawyer them and get lawyers, get people that we know how to interpret constitution. As time they go on, I will try to get people that will go to talk about this process itself. Continue for share this live and just let me know who side they watch me from or who side they follow from. Make sure you follow my page and subscribe to my YouTube channel when I'm Max Tribune Media platform. This show they reach you every weekend. We continue with the election process. Now we just get a different view from journalists where they salon, waiting and think about the process. You get two journalists that started everybody on Star TV when Elton John, you get Elton John and be host, you get Pali and David Emil will be in at the panel. This now waiting them being gets for say, then think about the
all are for disturb the whole process of the electoral committee process for the election. Okay. But if this happen now, everybody in democratic right. Yeah. But at least be sure of yourself. Not the IBN you one finger, which is impossible. You cannot do one finger for IBN and for nothing they see me. Yeah. That's why some of the don't do. But what we try for say now, I once more want to add to the electoral appeals committee for short a decision. We hope say all parties will respect this so because short decision. Look how they do it. Everybody will fault, will get problem in this hearing. So in this appeals hearing, then level disciplinary action up to the SFA Secretariat staff, Alusan Kaba and Boyd Freeman. Okay. They all be level disciplinary action. I just say everybody will come for disturb their team or for bring anything to the secret. There is no room for that.
So in other words, you as a journalist, you are satisfied with the decision from the point of the electoral committee. You are satisfied.
I'm 100% satisfied in their decision because I make it clear the Western area of our way go for go nominate this individual, headed by Mr. Abraham David. They are not direct member of the football association. They forgot through their own member one at the Western area football association. Okay. That's why if you watch in the recommendation, Wafa was fined €1 million. Okay. For what? For failing of bringing an electoral process into dispute. Okay. That's why even when the process will go on, if you call the State General when Benjamin going in and out of the Secretariat, they go there for clarify documentation. So all this appeals hearing don't do their own findings based on the hearing where they get with the complainant say, they don't look and say, well, this and this party involved. So me once more, I'm 100% satisfied with the outcome of the electoral appeals committee on it because individually we don't want to happen behind the scene. We don't come and can talk another say for name individually. We will not be easy get yes because me go tell you behind the mic, behind the camera that it's possible and just somebody one can police, you know, be get any intention. Yes, just forget publicity party. So that's why I say I'm satisfied because all of the individuals, even the remaining other one them. Now because of the say we're there for appeal, they say we don't accept say that day closing to the date where we fall short. And they make it clear. There was a press release issued about this football association that all members of the football association forgo and regularize their status as a member of the football association, not as an individual, but as a member. Mighty Blackpool a member, not the individual will get forgot as delegate. Yeah. And that day, Mighty Blackpool Council not be ever regularize the status. That's why I said when you talk on television, you always Eddie as an example. Yeah. If you give kudos, no, it is scripting because at the doors of all, at a smaller club like Antidote, we go and regularize everything. Yeah. Mighty Blackpool will not say more than 50 years. I think they are now 62 or 63 years. Not able to regularize. Yeah, they are not like I said. Yes, and they are not able for regularize. But we Antidote, a smaller club, we know the score where we the
most. It's a federal cap of Antidote.
Well, we go be where I would say we are the pace setter. Let Black Mighty Black will follow from we will to door. We will upset the pace. We will order bigger closes. Yes, of course. Because look at it. Look what they say. Mighty Blackpool at that time of closing, we are not member. Member in a sense. You for go renew you man, they go and regularize yourself. Say well, at the campaign where passport expire, you know go for renewal. Yes. So if you not renew at that moment, you are not Sierra Leonean. Okay. Because when you Sierra Leonean, like passport, what you say in the kind of Sierra Leonean passport book. I mean, even in America, Britain, after 10 years, I let and stuff like they go for go renew that book because I make a valid citizen of that country. So if you don't see that, you status don't be leaked in a way that if you go for regularize that's what Mighty Blackpool failed in that committee. The president they put on there because one of the aspirants or the candidates Now for Mighty Blackpool, we go have head of your winner Batan. Mighty Blackpool, who is say send you, not being regularized at that time.
Okay.
So in that place, my 18, I want to me out on board to the electoral committee and kudos to the anti-law because we meet all those standards. Mighty Blackpool, a big club, so to meet.
You only say from Pali submission, talk about he satisfies the journalists from the decision from Koto's team. Weighing at the appeals committee. Mohamed Kalon and others are still the criteria for nomination. There is this.
Well, as we say, I want for continue for to the line with my colleague. Mind you, the previous program will be there.
Yeah.
In a way, we've been tell the one them way involved. Say let people continue for trust the process. Okay. The electoral body and all other bodies them will concern for the SLFA election. Then they do their work. Okay. And we get provision. We get an article where them quotes.
Yeah.
25.
Okay.
Article 25(3) of the Sierra Leone Football Association Statutes of 2019.
Yeah.
Line them quotes. You understand? Where then people they are not be meek.
issues where they happen within the FA election itself. So with that, as if somebody they say we get more for talk, no go it. Yes, I want for stay back, but I don't discuss everything we happen inside this week. From Friday, you know this FA feds, it big. Make I no lie tell you, it very deep. Low pool, because I see some people they claim, but politics, national politics, they want for mix up with this. But the FA young politics, a big pass, what you would think of. From the regional FAs, the district FA, can you imagine a regional FA don't pay in don't regularize in status? The districts they were under they're not complete and process it. So see how big the election itself the process. And we have to be careful with how they tread with the issue. As journalists, as fans, you have to know the reality, get the true side of the story before you make comment or do everything. So we dey wait for see what will be the decision. People get right, yes, for take the matter to court. Everybody get right. And we dey wait for see how that will be. Whether they go give stand off to the election, like make them get an injunction where go stop them from holding the election until they finish them process here, or the election will go on, we go find out inside with subsequent program them. Thank you for having me today. That is Checkpoint as always. We will look at the Sierra Leone Football Association election. If you miss the live, go to my YouTube channel and subscribe and make sure say you share. Thank you for having me na Magdalene, and so I go say bye-bye for today.